Fountain of Youth is taking place at Gulfstream Park coming up on Saturday, and this is going to be interesting. We have a field of 8 runners in here, but I have a funny feeling we're not going to have 8 runners when we get to post time for this race coming up on Saturday. A couple of horses have been cross-entered into other races coming up on Thursday. I expect those horses to probably run in that race instead. All right, let's take a look at what's happening with our field of 8 that are entered into the race. And we'll start from the bottom and then make our way on up. Keep It Easy. He's to the outside for Dale Romans. Corey Lannery is going to ride. This horse has not run since winning the Ed Brown. That was at Churchill Downs in November, and that was a 6.5 furlong event. Now we're going a mile and a 16th. Keep It Easy will need to stretch out. I don't expect this horse to be a factor at any point at all. He'll get his 1 call, maybe 2 calls, and then that's it. Neoquios, or Neoquios, either way, it's the number 7 horse in here. Irad Ortiz Jr. is going to ride for Safi Joseph. This horse has speed, and there's only one way for this horse to go, straight to the front end. The question is, will they have company? River Thames should keep them company and keep them honest. Johnny V in the irons for Todd Pletcher. He is dangerous. We'll talk more about the 6 River Thames after we go through the entire field. Okay, then we have runners that are cross-entered and probably won't be there this weekend. Solid Left for Brian Lynch. Broke the maiden, going a mile and a 16th at the end of January, so last month, at Gulfstream Park. Interesting horse. And then there's the one next door, McKellen. This one ran in the Mucho Macho Man back on January the 4th at Gulfstream Park. This horse I would actually expect to be in the Fountain of Youth. I don't expect Solid Left to be a part of the field, so maybe 7 runners in this race. And then we come to the horse that's, a lot of people like the horse, and I don't think he'll be favored. I'm talking about Burnham Square. He's obviously on my Derby top 5 list, but I don't think he's going to be favored in this event, but he'll be bet down. If you get 5-2 on Burnham Square, that is great, great value. Take it and run with it. Then there is what I think is the big mystery horse in the race, Sovereignty. This is a really impressive closer that won the Street Sense. That's a grade 3 event at Churchill back on October 27th of last year for Hall of Fame trainer Bill Mott, and he has not run since. So he's going to be up against it coming back off the layoff, but the good news is he's in the hands of a conditioner that's really, really good at bringing horses back off the layoff. Bill Mott knows exactly what he's doing. He's forgotten more about this game than most people know. However, I don't think this horse is going to be able to come off the bench and win this race. The field is not that tough, but there are 2 runners in here that I think are going to make it difficult for that horse to do anything. That's River Thames and Burnham Square. And then to the inside, it's the other Todd Pletcher runner. That's Gate to Wire, who was able to win the 7 furlong Swale on February the 1st at Gulfstream Park. This one is interesting on the stretch out. I'm wondering what they're going to do from that spot. I don't know if they want to commit from that particular area. So we'll see what happens with the pace scenario. In fact, I think the 7 has to go, because if the 7 doesn't go out there with Irad Ortiz Jr., then I think that it's really all there for Johnny V to just do whatever he wants with that horse on the front end. And here's the kind of the reason why this horse is, well, he's tricky. Because he's going to have, as I mentioned, the pace advantage here, right? He's going to probably be the first horse to get out there and either dictate the pace, or he's going to get out there and sit off of whatever runner wants to jump out and try and dictate the pace. And then that's, of course, where River Thames will take over. And with Johnny V in the irons, this is the horse to fear. This is the Fountain of Youth, and John Velasquez, the Hall of Fame rider, has won this race 5 times in the past. He knows exactly what he's doing. And like I said, even if Irad wants to jump out there with the 7, Johnny V's just going to be sitting right there with River Thames. And that horse should be in the perfect spot. The mile and a 16th, he should be okay. Mile and a quarter, I don't know about that. But a mile and a 16th, he should be okay. So River Thames is definitely the horse to fear, especially with Johnny V in the irons. He always makes the right decision. So we'll see exactly where he puts this horse early on, and it kind of doesn't matter. He's going to be in the right spot. So here's what I'm trying to do in order to make value in this race. River Thames is going to be the horse that gets the jump on all the closers. Whether he dictates the pace or sits off and presses, it doesn't matter. When they turn for home, River Thames will be in front. Now the question is, can Burnham Square run him down? I think he can. His turn of foot that he showed in the Holy Bull was really, really impressive. So if he just gets a little bit of a target and doesn't get into too much traffic trouble, and even if he does, we saw him in the Holy Bull get out of the way of 2 traffic incidents. He just moved out and then moved back in and then made his move and won that race. So I'm going to go ahead. I think that he's going to be a safe play on top. Here's how we do that. Let's play an ice cold exacta. I believe that Burnham Square can get to River Thames, so I'm going to go play them cold. 3-6. Right there, and play it for $10 ice cold 3-6 on the exacta. And then I'll probably come back and put depending upon the odds, I'll come back and put a win wager on Burnham Square. But that just depends on what the post-time odds are. If he's 5-2, if he somehow is 7-2, yeah, absolutely you have to bet Burnham Square. And don't forget, play the exacta. A lot of folks would say, hey, why don't you box them? That's just spending twice the amount of money that I don't need. And the value's not there to box them. So if I box them now, it's twice as much. My bet cost me double. And then I'm not necessarily getting the value that I'm really looking for. So that's how we take a look at the race coming up. The Fountain of Youth, once again, 50 points to the winner for the Kentucky Derby leaderboard, trying to get into the race. Burnham Square doesn't have to win the race, but he just needs to run well, right? This is the horse that everyone is looking at to see what he can do to capitalize or build upon that performance we saw in the Holy Bull. So that's how we put it together for this particular race. We'll continue talking about the other Derby prep races coming up this weekend, but that's how I see the Fountain of Youth, Burnham Square, River Thames. All right. In the meantime and in between time and until next time, I'm Ken Rudulph here on Horse Race Bets. We will see you again. And in the meantime, please, good luck and enjoy whatever you are into and get this money right now. Right now, right now, right now, right now.